there, welcome back to Underwater Lights. Today we're actually going to be highlighting one of our very good dealers down here in Fort Lauderdale, and that is Apollo Lighting right here off State Road 84. To get to Apollo, basically you come off State Road 84 on the 95 and head west to the traffic lights, make a U-turn, and they're in this plaza right here on the south side or the right hand side. So basically we're just going to take you inside, and we're going to have a look around, show you what they do. Obviously they sell our products, but we're just going to give you an overview of also what they do. So let's go and take a look inside and meet the guys. Okay, so here we are inside Apollo Lighting, and here are the new owners of Apollo Lighting. John, how are you doing? Good to see you, sir.
Hello, Zach. How are you?
Hey, Brandi, how's things?
Hi, good.
Yeah, these guys actually took over Apollo Lighting for about 12 months ago and have been one of our premier and best dealers here in South Florida. So we're going to get John and Brandi just to have us walk us around the showroom real quick and come here, and we'll actually start with our display, which is what we're all obviously here to see. This is actually interesting because right here in this store is one of the only places in America where you can see three of the largest and well-known brands of underwater lights. Underwater Lights Limited, Lumishore and Ocean LED. This is the only store where you have displays of all three. So you can accurately gauge between the different brands which one is best for your boat. And obviously you'll determine ours are the best. So obviously with this display, we obviously have all the lights here in sequence, starting with the Marlin, which obviously I've shown you in the office before, the 80, the 100, and then the two 130s down here. Obviously, if you come to the showroom, you'll be able to press the buttons yourself, play with all the lights. And John, how are you finding the lights themselves? Obviously, I know that we're doing quite a good business with you guys. What are you feeling when people ask for lights? What do you try and sell them? What's the biggest things for you?
Well, how long you guys have been around?
Which is 25 years.
And the interchangeable LEDs, especially on the bigger boats that, having the issues of being hauled out of the water to replace something if you ever have a problem.
Yep.
And just to be honest with you, I think it's a bulletproof product that is easy to sell the customer on, and you guys stand behind your products.
Absolutely, and what John just mentioned as well, being 25 years, and I mentioned this in the office in one of the previous videos, our housings don't change between the different models of bulbs to LEDs. So once you install our product, like I said before, it's future proof. Once you install the light, every time an LED upgrade comes available, you'll just be able to buy the insert from these guys to upgrade your lights forever and a day. So I'll give you an example of this one down here. John and I are actually working on a boat now where they have the 150 watt ultimate 130 lights on the boat. We're just going to take the insert out, change it with the LED, and that obviously reduces the need to haul the boat, change the housing, and it's a lot cheaper just to insert the insert as well. And in 5 years' time, when we have a new brighter LED, we'll be able to do the upgrade for them as well at that time. So the people that actually come into the store, as John and Brandi will tell you, all sizes of boats, from the 200 footers right the way down to the 15-20 foot center console. These guys supply lights that will pretty much do any boats and any kind of lighting, obviously from underwater to interior to rope light, and pretty much all the major players around the world, as you can see. And this is an interesting point as well. There are so many boats that want to go from bulbs to LEDs, and there are 1,000 different ways to do it. If you want to do it, you come here, these guys will help you out. And Lenny in the back, who you can't see, he'll be able to direct you what you need and get you changed out to LED.
Okay. So we've got a display here of some of the quick products, MTRA products, as well as the SRA at the end here, which will, and a lot of the VMAR switching we can show how the lights go on and off. Just to give you an idea of what we have and what it looks like, if it was installed in your boat. And then
I think the idea behind having the wall here, though, is it pretty much shows that any hole configuration you have, any type of voltage or dimmers you have, there is something in this showroom that you will be able to upgrade.
Yes. We are in the process of redoing some of the boards as well to update to some of the new lighting that has come into play, and anything that's out of date too as well. So we're working on that, and we can also do a lot of retrofits. If you're on a budget and you've already got a pretty nice fixture that maybe just it's old and needs to be redone, we have Lenny that's in the store that can do a retrofit for a little bit more cost effective if you're looking to save a little bit on money. So bunch of options for you.
All right, so when looking at underwater lights and you come into the showroom, John and Brandi are going to ask you a bunch of questions, which if you come in, it may be beneficial for you guys to know the answers before you come in. John just pointed out, obviously, beam width. What type of light you're looking for? Are you looking for a single color, white or blue? Are you looking for a color change? What kind of boat you have? What kind of power input? Do you have 110, 240, 12 or 24 volt DC? What you're actually looking for from the lights. Are you a fishing boat, like a sports fishing boat that wants to likes to strobe out the back to attract the fish? Do you just want to look good at the dock? I mean, all these different kind of things that we need to know before we can actually get you into the right product. Hull type is actually critical. Do you have an aluminum or a steel hull, or do you have a fiberglass? If you have a fiberglass hull, especially in some of the larger sport fishes, we need to know the transom thickness, because that will determine whether we can use a smaller light with less threads, or we need a big light with more threads to physically get through the thickness of the transom. So they're just a couple of questions. I mean, can you think of any more, John, that people you have to typically ask people?
Well, and just spacing. You know, I mean, you know, basically the way I like to start is in the middle with one light.
Yep.
And then work my way out, but try to keep a nice, clean look where I don't have any dead spaces.
Absolutely.
In the back of the boat. I think that's one of the critical things
absolutely
that you need to take in consideration, is making sure that you have that uniform spread of light so you get a really nice effect.
Absolutely. And I think that's interesting what John just said, because that's his opinion. And some people just want one light. I prefer what John says, to have one in the middle and then equally spaced on the outside, so it gives you an odd number on the back, but it perfectly spaces out the lights so you have a complete unbroken halo across the back. Some people like just two lights in the back just to shine straight back, but again, have an idea of your personal preference and what you're trying to achieve. And I'd say the end of this list would be budget, how much you really want to spend. So do your research. I'll give John and Brandi a call. They can give you the pricing on different models of lights from all of our competitors, so that you know when you come in what you're trying to achieve and how we can make it work in your budget.
Hello. I've been here for a very long time, so if you have any questions or concerns, you can always give me a call.
Yeah, I mean, if you have any questions in regards to, you know, if you're unsure of different hull sizes or what you actually need, or switching, we can always come out to the boat and take a look and get a good count, and even bring some samples out for you to take a look at, bring some catalogs. And
so this shop is more like the boutique shop of old, isn't it? People can come in, shop for what they want, design what they want, and you'll come out to them and give them a hand as well.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of times it's easier for both of us, you know, both the customer and for us to come out and take a look and see exactly what it is you need. And
I think that's something that's died off in lighting, isn't it? Everyone buys things online anymore, and you don't know exactly what you're getting, which is why a shop like this is rare these days, but absolutely what everyone should come to.
And speaking of buying online, you know, because there is so much of that going on. With LEDs, it's not as easy as switching from halogen to LED, and especially when you're dimming and you get some of the flickering and not dimming down like you want it to. And it's important to know, you know, what you need or don't need, or according to what you have.
Absolutely.
When you're buying online, a lot of times, you know, you're not able to return it, or they're not going to warranty it. So, you know, it's definitely something we want to be able to honor, and, you know, and hopefully most cases, and you know, if it's something that is faulty, we can return it back to the manufacturer or the vendor or the supplier, and you know, get you what you need quickly.
I think that's interesting as well, that I've worked with Apollo Lighting for 10 years now, before you guys came on board, and I think the mantra of customer service has traveled across to you guys, that the customer is absolutely key. If there's a problem, they'll fix it, but also make sure they get you the right product to start with. So yeah, like Brandi says, you buy something online, it's a blind sale from someone somewhere in China probably, whereas you come here, you'll get the full service.
This is 2860 West State Road 84, Suite 114 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in the heart of Boating Yacht of America.
Website is apollolighting.com.
Yes.
And telephone number is 954-375-0100.
Yes. Bye. Come see us.
Go have candy next time.
Are we hiding? Oh, goodness.